Hi, welcome to Enter McAfee Music. Today we're going to continue our discussion on practicing sequences on the vibraphone. So today's sequence is one that I stole from John Coltrane's solo on Mr. PC. In the solo he starts with, which I just really like the sound of that. I like how it kind of outlines some ascending thirds, but with some nice melodic shapes and some chromatic lower neighbors, my favorite, as you already know. So the way this works, if we're starting on C, we're going to play C, and then its chromatic lower neighbor B, followed by C again. And then the next note we want to play is D, but to get there, we're going to start from D's diatonic upper neighbor, which in this case is E flat. So we get C, B, C, E flat, and then we repeat that shape starting on D. D, C sharp, D, F. Same thing. E flat, D, E flat, G. So I like to take this idea and just practice it through all different things. As usual, I'm going to play this through a C major scale for you, and I'm going to do it slowly first. So this is a really fun pattern to play. And if you're not a fan of jazz, you can always practice this shape without using a chromatic lower neighbor and just use a diatonic lower neighbor, and it'll sound less like jazz. Now, the fun ways to practice this, we can start with swung eighth notes, and I'm going to still use 150, even though the solo on Mr. PC is actually quite a bit faster. I'm going to start this on the downbeat, and I'm also going to play it through the C major scale, even though in the song it's on a C minor chord. And then as usual, it's nice to work out the mirror image of it. So let's start on C, and we're going to play its diatonic upper neighbor. And then we're moving towards B, so we're going to play B's chromatic lower neighbor. And then repeat the process down a step. And then again. So here's that in swung eighth notes. All right, next I like to practice this idea in triplets. Now, since this one has 4 notes in the pattern, the sequence will recycle every half note triplet. So we're going to cover 3 notes of the scale every measure. So in the first measure, we'll do the sequence off of C, D, E. The next measure we'll do F, G, A, and then I'm going to stop after 2 measures on B. On the way back down, the first measure will have B, A, and G, and the next measure will have F, E, D, and then I'll land on C at the end of the second measure. And then the mirror image. So there's a nice fun shape, and then of course we can practice that in 16th notes for some shred fest stuff. All right, that's all for today's lesson. Once again, if you have your own sequences that you like to practice, go ahead and describe them in the comment section, and then I'll do some videos giving you credit for the sequences that you've come up with, or the sequences that you, like me, have stolen from awesome people like Maurice Ravel or John Coltrane. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe here. And remember, I'll be posting new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so I'll see you next time.